Hey students, hope you all are doing well. So today we will start history chapter number 1. Okay, so when we live in a society, we become used to the world around us. We begin to take that world for granted. We forget that life was not always the way we see it. History can take us into these past. In chapter number 1, you will learn how we have known about our past. So, chapter number 1 is what, where, how, and when. So, what can we know about the past? There are several things we can know about our past, such as what people used to eat, the types of clothes they used to wear, the houses in which they lived, and how were the lives of hunters, herders, farmers, rulers, merchants, priests, craftspersons, artists, musicians, and scientists. The game children used to play, the stories they have heard, the songs they sang. Where did people live? People have lived along the banks of Narmada River for several hundred thousand years. These people stayed on the bank of Narmada River as they knew about the vast wealth of plants in the surrounding forest. They used to collect roots, fruits, and other forest produce for their food. Sometimes they also hunted animals. The areas where women and men first began to grow crops such as wheat and barley was about 8,000 years ago. People also began to look after animals like sheep, goat, and cattle and used to live in the villages. The places where rice was first grown are the north of Vindhyas. About 2500 years ago, cities developed on the banks of Ganga and its tributaries and along the sea coasts. Now, names of the lands. Our country is known by both words, that is India and Bharat. The word India comes from the Indus called Sindhu in Sanskrit. The Iranis and Greeks who came through the northwest about 2500 years ago called it the Hindos or the Indos, and the land to the east of the river was called India. The name Bharat was used for a group of people who lived in the northwest and who are mentioned in the Rig Veda. The earliest composition in Sanskrit, later it was used for the country. Now, let us finding out about the past. One way through which we can find out about our past is by reading the books that were written long ago. These books are called manuscripts because they were written by hand. These were written on palm leaves or on the specially prepared bark of a tree known as beech, which grows in the Himalayas. These books dealt with all kinds of subjects, religious beliefs and practices, the lives of kings, medicines, and science. Besides, there were epics, poems, plays as well. Inscriptions. Inscriptions are writings on relatively hard surface such as stone or metal. In the past, when kings wanted their order inscribed so that people could see, read, and obey them, they used inscription for this purpose. There are other kinds of inscriptions as well, where men and women recorded what they did. For example, records of victories in battle. Next is archaeologist. An archaeologist is a person who studies the remains of buildings made of stone and brick, painting, and sculptures. They also explore and excavate to find tools, weapons, pots, pans, ornaments, and coins. Historians use the word source to refer to the information found from manuscripts, inscriptions, and archaeology. Once sources are found, learning about the past becomes an adventure. So, historians and archaeologists are like detectives who use all these sources like clues to find out about our past. Yes, next is One Past or Many. The title of this book is Our Past. The word past in plural is used to draw attention to the fact that past word was different for different groups of people. For example, the lives of herders or farmers were different from those of kings and queens. The lives of merchants were different from those of craftspersons, and so on. It is even true today as people follow different practices and customs in different parts of the country. Archaeology did not help us to know more about the ordinary people in the past because they did not keep records of what they did, whereas the kings used to keep the records of their victories and the battles they fought. What do dates mean? The years are counted from the date to the birth of Jesus Christ, the founder of Christianity. All dates before the date birth of Christ are counted backwards as usually have letters BC, that is before Christ, added on. In this book we will refer to the dates going back from the present using 2000 as our starting point. 2000 means 2000 years after the birth of Christ. We hope you have understood it well.